Are you ready for the ultimate grilled cheese sandwich? If you are in luck because we're making the ultimate grilled cheese 5 different ways. And I'm also going to show you how to pack them for later inside a lunchbox. Today's ultimate grilled cheese sandwich-a-thon is not only delicious, but also incredibly practical since many of these are gonna put your leftovers to good use. And of course, the star of the show is the melty, cheesy goodness one gets when you grill Land O'Lakes Deli American, our partners for today's video. We're gonna grill these Hawaiian style Philly cheesesteak, taco style, the perfect tuna melt, and the grilled granny. So to get started, let's slice up our bread and get buttering. Grilled cheese is an ultimate comfort food that everyone at my house loves, and sometimes I pack it for lunch. And when I do that and I share that, I'm often asked, how do you do that? Let me first say that the sandwich isn't going to be hot hours after you make it, but by melting the cheese onto the other ingredients, you're marrying the flavors together. And we all know that a grilled sandwich tastes so much different than a cold room temperature sandwich. Let's talk about the bread for a minute. I'm using a sourdough loaf here, but you can use whatever bread you like. The golden crispy crust will still be there later, and that alone is delicious. The debate's still out whether you should butter both sides of the bread. So for good measure, I'm going to do that, but you can omit the butter in the inside of the bread if you like. And this, my friends, is a beautiful tower of buttery heaven. So now let's get started with the first one, our Hawaiian grilled cheese. I cut up a large pineapple the other day and I left a few fresh pineapple slices whole and sliced thin because I knew I was gonna be making the ultimate sandwich with you. If you don't have fresh pineapple, canned will work too, whatever you have available. So first up, these 2 bread slices that are buttered on both sides, and now we add some of our Land O'Lakes Deli American onto the bread. I like to put the cheese against both sides of the bread to make a shield of sorts from wet ingredients like these pineapple rings. I know there's a little debate about which cheese is best for a grilled cheese, but I love using white Deli American from Land O'Lakes because it's perfectly melty and gooey, and it has the classic smooth cheese flavor that allows for the other toppings to shine through. Okay, so I'm placing the pineapple on the Deli American, and I'm gonna top it with ham slices. And now we close our sandwich. So that's sandwich number 1. Now for cheese sandwich number 2, I'm going to show you how to make a Philly cheesesteak in a matter of minutes. I have some pre-diced onions and pepper that I'm gonna place directly onto the griddle right over a bit of butter to get these nice and golden. I have some leftover steak from dinner that isn't enough to make an entire meal, but it's perfect to make today's ultimate sandwich. So onto the griddle it goes to heat through with the onions and peppers, and of course, you can do this on a pan if you don't have a griddle. Now while these heat through, I'm going to place my cheese on the bread and then transfer the beef and onion mixture on top. Now we close the sandwich, and wow, it's melting the cheese already, but we still have to grill this to perfection. Let's set this guy aside for a minute and move on to sandwich number 3, the taco grilled cheese. This is the perfect way to empty your fridge from taco night leftovers, so here is how I make mine. Again, we start with our pre-buttered bread that I'm gonna top with some cheese, some leftover cooked and seasoned ground beef. I like to put about a tablespoon on salsa on top, and now some thinly sliced avocado, some sliced black olives, and a little chopped cilantro. And for a little spice, you could also add some chopped jalapenos. That's up to you. Now look at this beautiful pile of taco goodness. Let's close this one too and set it aside. Ultimate grilled cheese number 4 is the perfect tuna melt. I had no idea what a tuna melt was until I met my husband, and he says that the secret is not only gooey cheese, but a creamy tuna salad mixture. For his recipe, make sure you click on the link right below the video, but essentially is some diced onion, garlic powder, finely chopped celery, and mayonnaise, and of course, some tuna. Now I'm going to top my buttered bread with our sliced cheese. And now I'm going to transfer the mixture onto the buttered bread. Now let's close this up And sandwich number 4 is ready too. Our final ultimate grilled cheese is for days when you think you have nothing left to make, but alas, a Granny Smith apple comes to the rescue. Slice off a few thin slices and place those onto your buttered and cheese-covered bread slices. Wait until you taste this one. Let's close this up. And number 5 is done. Okay, so now for what you've been waiting for, the grilling. I have a griddle on my stove, but you can use a pan as well. You probably won't be grilling 5 sandwiches at once, so there's that. Whether you use a pan or a griddle, make sure that your heat setting is on medium so the cheese melts slowly from the inside. Now these are on the grill, they just take a little bit of time to heat through and melt the ingredients in the sandwich. After that, you're gonna flip it to the other side halfway through and cook them on the, oh boy. They look amazing. Let's remove these one by one onto the board. I like to wait about a minute prior to slicing so the cheese can settle, but let's just get going here. Check out this cheesy goodness. If we had smell-o-vision, you'd feel like you're entering a tropical vacation. On to the next one, the Philly cheesesteak grilled cheese. Check this out, the cheese is melty perfectly in the inside, and I know that this steak got put to great use. The third one is probably one that gets made at my house quite often, since taco night is a regular. It's grilled to perfection, and you won't even miss the taco shell here. Now this ultimate tuna melt has nothing on the plain cheese and tuna sandwich. As you can see, taking a minute to make that tuna mixture is well worth it. It's gonna be incredibly yummy with all the deli American and tuna combo. It's perfect. The final ultimate grilled cheese has a delicious crunch I just love. The apples, when grilled, caramelize a little. Also delicious. Of course, any of these can be packed inside of a lunchbox. All you have to do to retain the crispy texture is wait until the sandwich has cooled down to room temperature. I promise you that all the cheesy flavor you love from a grilled cheese will be in there. Once it's cool to the touch, you can place it in the lunchbox with your favorite sides and close the lid. If you see condensation inside, you need to wait a little longer to pack. Of course, this video requires no real recipes, but if you need them, check out the link right below this video where you'll be able to print them out. You can find Land O'Lakes Deli American at select grocery stores around the country. If you love this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. A new video comes out every single week. See you next time.